I brought children into the world so I could give, so I could love, so I could, have this amazing adventure, not so I could be looked after. I found by the time I reached my late 20s that I was starting to feel the effects of having repressed my feelings for so long. So I actually started really suffering emotionally, and my relationships were deteriorating. So there was a lot of emotion that was wanting to be expressed, and I had to start to learn how to do that. Free emotional expression was something that was really important for me, and I knew that that's what I wanted to support for my children. I had no idea how intense having children could be, and so when my first child was actually born and he came into the world a very intense person with a lot of emotions to express, and I created this intention that I was going to allow him to express what he wanted to express, and I was just completely overwhelmed because it was just so much emotion and it was so intense that it triggered everything unresolved within me. What I discovered was I was just reacting constantly to my child. And he was intense, he was expressing intense feelings. And when I was reacting to those intense feelings, it just escalated. So I realized that I would have to actually learn how to be less reactive. The transformation was really an awakening to the fact that I did have a source of peace and stability and support within myself. It became much more intuitive and non-reactive. So I was actually able to create a space where my children could express themselves and allow their own problems to resolve, to work out their own solutions in the absence of any sort of reaction on my part. I could see them just let it go and move on with their lives. To actually see them transform and shift through their own intense feelings and just pick up and move on allowed me to do the same. It's like, oh yeah, I've got some intense feelings, but I'll just feel them and move on and reconnect to that, peace within. So I've become very, very confident now in being with intense feelings of my own and other people's, and it just doesn't seem like a big deal anymore because I've seen how intense it can be, and I've seen how quickly it can pass, and for everything to be just fine. I'm really grateful for the challenge, and I'm just also really grateful that I've got these fantastic people in my life, that I've got this really close and intimate relationship with, and that we share so much of our journey together in a really intimate way. It's a very precious thing.